Alright folks, we're back with another episode of Storyalysis.
Hello.
He's goddamn it, fucking interrupted the intro. Christian, you're fucking...
I can't greet,
Your alpha male energy has been growing to a fucking level that it's becoming disrespect.
I can't say hi. Dude.
I can't say hi now? Yes, Christian, you can say hi. You heard him already. It's the smooth talker. It's the tall guy. It's the charmer. It's the ladies' man himself. He's him. And I'm just the black guy. The loud black guy. Anyway, it is what it is.
You are Sir Laguerre.
Daddy chill. But anyway, we're back. So, episode 8210. Okay. Steins Gate.
Mm-hmm.
Christian,
what are your thoughts?
This is pretty good. So we already established this guy's not bad as a person. Like, obviously, yeah.
Okabe.
Yeah, Okabe.
Hyoin
Kyoma. Okarin? Those are all the name that homeboy has. Yeah. Although, because we're doing all 3 episodes, right? 8, 9, 10. Although he's conscious of what is happening every time someone sends a D-mail into the past. Like, although he is freaking out about basically being an alien in his current world. Well, no, okay, that's a stretch. Like, this is not like dark matter, but as in, like, things that he's been familiarized with are no longer there. And again, like we mentioned, right, he can't talk to anyone about this. They wouldn't understand because they're not feeling that. So yet he still make those leaps to help others, to help his friends. It is just like, wow, right? Like Ruka, thank God these writers knew what they were doing. Thank God.
I know you were happy about that.
This is what they should have done for Armin season 1.
No, Armin was fine.
This is what they should have done for
fine.
Both of Kiloa's brothers. This is what they should have done for Kurapika. This is what they...
No.
It is what it is. You know what, Christian? I'll die on that hill. They were women, Christian. They were women.
No.
Okay.
No.
Anyway.
Not Armin. Not my boy, Kurapika.
Wow. Christian, the fact that you can say that. Nobody, they can see your face, and this is not a lie detector test, so you can fucking lie your asses out. It is what it is. Say what you gotta say, Christian. It is what it is. But yeah.
Ferris, I understand. Or not Ferris. What's Felix?
From ReZero?
Yes, I understand
That's
that one.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Yes. Although he's aware, right?
You remember what Daru... Wait, real quick. You remember what Daru said? He was like, dude or not, man, I would so hit...
I know. Yeah.
That killed me. That killed me. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That killed me.
I can see how this could have been canceled.
Yeah, right.
Because that's still a bit much. The reason it's a bit much is because it's not... They're innocent. Not the guys. Daru's fucking a pervert, but like these girls are like little girls, and they don't take it like that because they know he's not coming from that place. But they say these things still, like or in the dark, right? Is that a flash? That's an eggplant. Oh, why are you giggling? He's like, oh shit, is there a reason why you're giggling? Do tell. It's like, bro, our Daru is such a pervert.
Well, that time she was. It sounds like she was well aware. The deal was with the eggplant.
You know what, Christian? Before we get into the story, these last 3 episodes, there's been so many sexual scenes, or someone with a dirty mind, like, even you or I probably, like, not one of the famous ones, like when Okarin told Suzuha that, hey, you know, I will now, because you told me your daddy issues, which, the verbiage I'm going to get to, since we're at that scene anyway, let me fucking get to the verbiage. I love how he told her, because you told me this, I'm going to now make you one of the... I'm going to now make you one of the lab partners. But how he said it, Christian, he said, you just made the serendipitous error of disclosing your tale of paternal woe to a mad scientist. Anyway, which was beautifully worded. But
bro needs to breathe. He needs to take a breath.
I know, it's insane. But Christian, she said, what are you going to do to me? I was like, yo. I was like, Suzuha,
she said
stop.
that in a wanting way.
Right? I was like, Suzuha, stop. Or even Mayuri, oh, some spicy stuff. Suzuha looked like she likes spicy. She might not even know what to do with mild. I'm like, bro, stop. It's like what is this? Oh man, like I can see how someone can just take it there. And bro.
No, I was just gonna say, and also you got Okarin got a full palm, a full palm.
Oh my God.
You fucking yanked up.
Okay, I'm glad it wasn't received because they could have just turned this into hentai if she received this differently. Like, Okarin, oh my god. Yeah, but for her to be like, stop, I was like, come on. I was like, come on, Okarin, stop. I was like, please, this is not. I was like, this is not consensual. This is just sad, bro. Okay, this is like the worst way to start this podcast. But I was like, come on, dude. It's just, but of course he didn't know, right? And of course, we're gonna get back to the storyline, how the past is getting altered every time someone sends a email. I love how the writer of writers are doing this. Okay, almost done with the sexual things. The arches, Christian, bro.
Oh,
when
okay. Yeah, there was something I was gonna say for
Christian.
That.
There's 2 arches. Well, there's only 2, and the camera made sure the cameraman or camerawoman is doing his or her job too much. Actually, like those are kids. Like these are children.
Well,
like.
Well,
Oh, that's yes, Christian. She's 18. Okay, still, this is weird. I'm like, wait, this is weird. Oh my god, this is weird. This is such a weird way to start this. But Christian, they put this out. They wanted us to see it. I don't know why. It's just like, why?
There was a camel toe.
Right. I'm like, Jesus, why? Why are you guys doing this?
It's the good old fan service of 2010 anime.
That's what it is. And of course, Daru was not in the room for both of those, so he would have flipped. He said, "Balls or not, I'd hit that." Oh my god! Yo, what is this? Jesus! They're so lucky that the story's good. Actually, no, they're not lucky. People would have watched this anyway. Like, I like all the characters. They're really nice.
Way worse. There's way worse shows out there that this isn't that bad. You'll get to some stuff that's out there.
Okay. So yeah, he grounded Steiner's ability. This is homeboy reading Steiner, right? Because he's the one. He's patient 0, the only guy who's been able to keep tackling these different dimensions and keeping memories of. Like, he has memories of Christian. He has the memories of all of the dimensions now.
Yeah.
Not dimensions. Like every time he travels, he remembered before, and he remembered before and before.
Yeah, like it does make you wonder what happens to the other Ocarins and the other timelines. Because when his consciousness is traveling, that doesn't mean he just stops existing, you know? But it's probably like, you know how there's sometimes when he sends a D-mail and then he's like, nothing's changed. In those timelines, that probably happens. Where he sends the D-mail, the like original Okarin that we're following, he switches. But the Okarin that was left behind, he's just like, oh, okay, this text wasn't significant enough for it to change. So it's very interesting to think about.
But no, I think that Okarin just vanish.
No.
Why don't they appear then? Well, where are they? I think he just takes their place because they remember right away. The girls in the room every time like, hey, what are you talking about? We just discussed this. You and us, we just discussed this. We didn't do the test yet.
Yeah, so time is always moving forward. Like there's no future to jump to. So when what I'll call it, like the original Okarin, he does switch bodies, and he does, like, you could say he's switching places with the other Okarin. But I was more referencing the one who was like he switched out of. So like it's like his
left.
Yeah, exactly. Because time doesn't just stop moving forward for those world ones. Everything keeps going forward. Yeah,
from the butterfly effect, they all keep shooting forward, but it's just like, oh, I love that she gave them the pool reference. And when you hit pool, you hit a ball, and that ball hit 2 balls, and those 2 balls hit 4. Like, they're constantly creating different branches.
The butterfly effect is such a wild thing to think about. Like, it's because for anyone who isn't familiar, the butterfly effect, it's like a butterfly can cause a war in one timeline, and it can lead to peace in another by the flap of its wings, depending on the domino effect it causes. So, like, for example, if a butterfly, let's say, flies into the eye of a man, which causes him to swat the butterfly, but he swats it a little too hard, and he accidentally hits his eye and causes some serious damage. So now he's like a little bit blinded in one eye. And because of this, like, a year later he's driving, and he gets into an accident because he has like some depth perception in that eye that he swatted. And then he hits a car, which ends up killing a kid who is destined to become the president. And like it just spirals that way. And it can also spiral the other way, where he ends up saving somebody because he got blinded in his eye. So, but just the whole idea that fate is that fickle. It's that easy to change, easy to influence by factors that are so minuscule. It's a wild thing to think about. You know, there's I heard this theory very recently, and it's from the guy talking about different perspectives on life, and he said that some of the new science, some of the new ways you could think about reality, is that the only form of free will you have is the ability to switch world lines. So, like, if we take what's happening in Steins Gate, where there's a bunch of different world lines moving forward.
Yeah.
This idea is that whatever happens in that world line is destined to happen. There's nothing you can do to change what's happening there. The only way you could exert some kind of free will, where you make like a quote-unquote choice, is by switching a world line. Or in other words, by you making a choice, that is the act of you switching world lines. So it's like you are the Okarin, because with every decision you make, everything you decide to do is basically you switching world lines. So in that way, everything that I've said so far, everything that you've done so far, like within the past 10 minutes, each thing we're doing is switching world lines constantly, over and over and over and over and over. And that act of switching, we label it as free will, but really we're just transferring world lines. And it's a very powerful idea, because then you could think in your head like, okay, whenever you hear people talk about the idea of manifesting into the world, it's like them intentionally switching to a world line where things are going in their favor.
Yeah.
It's such a powerful idea, man. And it's pretty cool how it lines up with Steins Gate, because I just heard this very recently. It's a very strong idea. Extremely strong.
Even something as like goals that you have, that you're driven towards achieving, it means you sacrificing some stuff. It means you looking at life from a different perspective. It means you being more strict. It's like you're straying away from how you were supposed to be. But to get there, you have to be someone else. For that reason, everything around you will change. I understand that, actually. That actually does make sense.
It's weird. It's crazy to think about.
The only free will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's almost like you're going against the grain. It's not the grain. Yeah, I mean, you're the grain, right? Like, you should be your harshest critic. As in, if you're trying to get somewhere. I like that, actually. That actually makes sense. That actually does make sense.
Yeah. It's crazy. We swapped so many world lines within the past 10 seconds, even. So many world lines have been swapped.
Wait, how?
So because every choice we make is us switching to a different world line. Under this perspective.
I mean, no, but what if the choices are like one? Like right now, we're recording this podcast for the next 45 minutes. It's just one choice. So isn't that 45 minutes just this?
Well, that's the thing. It's like it's an infinite series of choices that we're making.
Yes. And this is not written. This is like where we're speaking these things out. Yeah.
But at the same time, it is kind of written. It's just the world lines that we left, they're still moving forward. It's just different branches. It can be overwhelming to think about, too.
Question, this is like dark matter. Why didn't you bring this up when we fucking reacted to dark matter?
Because I just heard it.
This fit for this, too. That's pretty cool. Yeah. That is sick. And also, to piggyback off that what you heard, like, the idea of free will would be switching world lines. Because I've mentioned this off air, right? How we have very little free will. But we're not aware. A lot of us aren't aware of that. How like when we were talking like last week off air about the advancement of like AI. You know how like our phones, right? Apple and Samsung has duopolized the market, and we need to get the next phone because they purposely obsolete the later models. So that's a version of free will that you don't have right there. Like, but if you say, you know what, I want to be off grid, like I want to stray away from technology, I don't want to fucking endorse child labor, that's you creating another world line. I was getting to like free will. What I was going to get to is just like to compliment the thing that you've heard. The decision that we make is the free will is what is the closest thing, or is creating a new world line. I was talking about the antonym of that, how we live in a world where we have so little of that, because there's a bunch of things we do that we think it's our decision, but yet those are the only paths that we have like easy pass, right? When we talk about that, like back then there used to be like 10 people, 10 toll booth, 9 people, 1 easy pass. Now there's 10 toll booth, 1 person, and 9 easy pass. Now you want convenience, you have to get an easy pass. That's not free will. You've been swayed into getting an easy pass for the sake of convenience, for the sake of getting to where you're going earlier. There's just a bunch of things are being done that we have to say yes to, we can't say no. So many little things.
Yeah, it's interesting because it'd be like this lack of free will is like the clash of millions and millions of free wills all at once.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so, and they're piling up.
Yeah.
It's insane. But that's why we gotta fucking create new word lines.
Yeah.
It is sick. Damn. No, you and I, we're making new word lines, man. Crazy shit. We're gonna make it out. I think they kill us, so we make it out. Because we're black. Anyway.
There's a word line where I went second, dude.
Oh! wait. They can't know. They can't know.
It's an inside joke, if anyone's wondering.
Yo! Christian? Has this been what this was supposed to get to all along? Because if it was, this was perfectly planned.
It's destiny.
Okay, Christian, we've not BS this much ever.
Well,
okay, yeah, we've talked about this. Yeah, we talked about some stuff that happened in these 3 episodes. No, yeah, damn, fucking sick ass concept, and yeah, he's experiencing all that, and it's scary to him, right? But Christian, in the midst of all of this, he doesn't even have the time to stop and think why some folks did what they did with these D-mails, because things are just happening so fast. Like, what was the first one? Mohica. Yes, that's Mohica. Right. Send a harmless text back so we can. So we're testing this, right? She sends a text. What the fuck? It's like she wiped herself out of existence, meaning she purposely sent a text to do that. Yet, like, they don't stay too long on that. That's what I think. I think she purposely did that, or something probably malfunctioned and she got wiped out. But if that's voluntarily, why would she do that? But he doesn't have the time to process that, right? Because it's like, what the fuck's going on? Like, why is she not here? Oh shit, Ruka comes in. Ruka has a request. All right, that one makes sense. She want to be a girl. It is what it is. And scientifically, there's no way that fucking if a mom eats more meat, it's a boy. Vegetables, it's a girl. It is what it is. And I love that they went deeper. They gave us the timelines. Like, you were born in 1993. Cell phone was not that big of a thing until they didn't hit Japan until 1996, and that was like caveman style, as in like very like in the prototype phase of it. It wasn't a hit back then. They found a pager. It is what it is, and they did it for her, but it didn't work. It is what it is, right? Fine, it didn't work. He's still not thinking back. Okay, Mohica's like not here anymore. That's so weird, but she's alive because I texted her and she responded. Like, and then they jump into Ferris, which again is like, hey, I need this. Of course, this time I mentioned earlier, like he does this for like his friends to help. But this was help me and help you kind of stuff. Like, you have info on IBN 5100. I'll let you use it so I can get it. Now,
it was easier to justify in this.
Yes, it wasn't a sentimental. It wasn't because he has a good heart, which he does have, man. It's insane. He's aware of what these texts are doing, and yet he's still pushing for them. The way he plays off that he has a good heart too, he just start laughing. Like, no, bro, you're a softie. Just own it.
And that made the moment in the dark with Makise hit so much harder too. That was probably the first moment where he was like really vulnerable, even though he played it off immediately after. But he said. And especially because she was also being really vulnerable too.
Yeah.
So he answered her vulnerability with his own, which he's never done that before, and it was in a very unexpected moment, and it came off as so natural too. It was such that scene made me sad.
Yeah, that's true, because his personality, who is for someone to say, and obviously we can see why he wouldn't get along with people. We love the guy, but yeah, I can see why you're unbearable to like your peers. But to say, like, I made this place because I couldn't invent friends. He's a smart guy, Christian. So I'm assuming he actually probably tried inventing friends.
That is deep.
There's you get to this place of loneliness where you rule out the possibility of going out there and making friends. You're like, fuck it, that's never going to happen. Let me try to create. You know how dark of a place you got to be? To be like, I'm not going to go outside and make friends because that just can't happen. So let me see if I can invent. Yeah, that's sad. That is pretty sad.
It makes his relationship with Mayuri all the more important.
Yo.
Too, because now it's like that has been his rock in so many different ways. When he was sick, she was there since then. When his ability first awakened, that's what they're implying.
Right. Question. Now, from the flashback, he looked like he was a boy, which I'm assuming she must have also been a little girl. What is the age gap? Why does it look so much further than it should be?
They're not too far apart.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Mayuri is like the same age as Makise.
I think she would have said that because Makise is about to turn 18. She would have been like
She's already 18.
I think she would have said that then. Also, question: would she be able to work at that place that she works at if she's a minor? I don't know. There's all kind of kinky stuff. There's all kind of kinky stuff in this show, man. I don't know. People do it. And Daru goes to college, right? Or went to college.
Well, the shop owner, he told Okarin, shouldn't you be in class right now? I don't know if he was saying that as like he was teasing him for the fact that he doesn't have something to do during the day, or if he actually needed to be in class. I don't know. But I think he said that he met Daru like 2-3 years ago. So that could suggest their senior-ish year in college. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Ferris is extremely rich, and the way that was concealed, that's like shocking that they never knew. Oh, she was never a part of the gang, you know. She's just Mayuri's work friend, but like in her influence, like bro, homegirl owned a good chunk of the city.
She set the vibe, the moe culture. You know that's a real thing.
And in Tokyo.
Yeah, and it made its way over here too. It's just the whole culture surrounding. Like, have you heard of a waifu before?
Wait, why is that not unfamiliar? Is that like a is this a decent thing?
Decent. Well, I guess it depends on who you ask. It's basically like somebody would have like an anime character that they think is really attractive or really hot or just something they really like their favorite character. Most of the time, it's a woman. So, and guys would say that that's their waifu. So, like for you, I'm trying to think who was an anime girl you really liked.
An anime girl, Arnheed.
Arnheed. Okay, yeah, you could say that. You would be like, okay, Arnheed is my waifu.
Vinland Saga.
Yeah, and then for girls, it's husbando.
Husbando.
Yeah.
that's such a weird tone, but it is what it is. I mean, that's to me, but
that's the names.
Interesting. For the girls, it's probably like Levi or Isoka. It's probably Isoka for the girls. Like they know they like him.
Levi for sure. Yeah, Hisoka too.
Levi, yeah. Levi's serious. Yeah, I can see. Yeah. No, for sure. Levi don't play. That is.
It's gotta be either Frieren or Siri or Nami from One Piece. It's one of them.
I've never seen One Piece, so I don't know. But Nami. Crazy shit.
You would love Nami. You would.
And you know what, Christian? I'll look up Nami when we're done here.
Bless your eyes.
Jesus Christ. She's not real.
To me, she is.
I know, Christian. We all know. You've made your fetishes extremely clear. We know. Jesus, with you and your 2D girlfriends. I'm gonna suck on you, Daru. It's wild.
We're getting closer to that reality.
Yes, Christian. We know we are. Oh my god. We get it. Yep. The fucking lonely men pandemic is about to either plummet or just skyrocket. Christian, shoot. I don't know if we should do that movie. The movie, I don't think I recommended that to her. Very good movie. Joaquin Phoenix. Oof. Christian, the voice is Scarlett Johansson. Just, bro, man. All right, crazy shit. But yeah, no. That movie's insane. Yeah. We no. Speaking about the rise of all these things that you and I hold apparently dear to our hearts because we're creeps. Oh my god. No, it's a good movie. We should definitely at some point. But yeah, back to this. Every time something changes, every time someone sends a D-mail, something in the past gets changed. Like his neighborhood now is completely different, right? For the D-mail that Ferris sent, obviously she just wiped herself out of that town, which she made. Like the town was made up of like what her influence, like she's saying. Now, question, Christian, do you think her D-mail was to have time with her dad? Like,
possibly.
Was she one of these rich girls with rich parents, but who don't have time for them for that reason? They just dumped her here and gave her a buttload of money and say, hey, you can reinvent this town if you want. But now that daddy's back in the picture, she actually was close to him, so she never got to develop this town based off of her taste because he's here. I'm stretching this, of course, but like, I don't know.
I think the implication is definitely that whatever she sent back in time made her dad be present now.
Right.
And her dad was not present before the text message.
Correct. Yeah. And of course, the IBM 5100, Ruka's like, my dad used to have it, not anymore. Ferris' dad's like, that's something I haven't heard in a long time. Like, he's losing. Yeah, why do they need that still, right? Right, because the past, yes, they haven't decoded the thing.
Right.
That's insane. Although he has. But why does he still need it if he knows what's on it? Well, the little that they've seen. They didn't get to see the full breadth of what CERN was hiding or their conversation between departments, but they got to see people actually die.
Yeah, and I looked into this because I thought this was a plot hole when I was watching it, so I looked back into it, but it's not. There's in that very same episode, Makise tells Okarin she was making fun of him, and she said something, and then she said, unless you want to end up like a jelly man. And then a couple minutes later, Okarin says, oh, so you got, like, we never got the IBN 5100 in this timeline. So in my mind, I was like, wait a minute, why would she say that if they never saw the gel people?
Right.
But in episode 3, when Daru hacked into CERN's database, through the first thing that they saw without, like, or before they had the IBN, they saw one of the emails, they said human is dead, mismatch, and it referenced something about it being like jelly man. So we could infer that that's what she was referencing. So not a plot hole.
Okay. And of course, right, how he has all the different past event, because to him it's like linear. Although he's moving, it's like, okay, yesterday I did do this, the day before I did do that. Although yesterday was another world line and today's another world line. When Mayuri is looking at the metal Oompa, and he says, no, I'm not gonna get you that, you're only gonna lose it again. And she's like, what? Like, what do you mean I'm gonna lose it again? Like, I've never had this. And he's like, oh, never mind. Like, bro, like I'm wondering how much these are gonna start messing with his head, man. like how much remembering he's gonna have to do to be like, oh yeah, that's not this timeline. Do you remember this? Oh yeah, it's not.
That's the kind of stuff that would drive you crazy.
Yeah.
It would. You know, there's stories of people who they take drugs and time is just not functioning the way that it should in their brains. So they could be on a high that lasts like a week, and they can't get out of it, and it feels like they've been in there for months or years. Like, and I forget the name for it. It's I forget the name. It's basically when you are in a high like indefinitely and you can't get out of it. So, and those people, well, that's a scenario where you go crazy because your perception is completely warped. Now, of course, it's not as extreme for him with what he's experiencing now, but it could very well snowball into that if, like, let's say he just kept doing this.
Yeah.
Like, it gets to a point where, like, you can't trust your own memories. What if, like, you just start to doubt what reality means in the first place, and you drive yourself insane? So, it's scary to be dealing with this stuff.
But also, he's very lucky that he has good friends. Like, that's what he even mentioned, that, like, he's like, through every world line that we've gone through, we're still close. Like, I always find all 4 of them in this room. So that's, because imagine if you're doing this alone, that's even worse. Because he trusts his friends, he knows there's no malice in their heart, and they're good peeps. They've like, he's vetted them, right? Or, well, vetted is just one. I guess just Makise. Not even vetted. She's proving herself. Because at first was curiosity, because she's a scientist. Now they're friends. But, like, he trusts that they wouldn't lie to him. So he's relying on the things that they're saying that we've just talked about or we've done, and he doesn't even question it. He just gets into character because he's aware of what he's doing at this point. But how long he can keep doing that is the issue, because he's going through losses.
Yeah, and it's like, even though there is infinite, like, theoretically there are infinite worlds where there could be a world where he doesn't have these friendships, but his friendship with them is so strong that but disturbances in time need to be so gigantic for that bond to be broken.
Yes, that's true. And it's funny, I hope I do, someone sends a text, because also that's the thing too, these only happening because of him. He can stop this, but again, he has a good heart. Like, he wants this girl to try and find her dad. He wanted Ruka to, just have a try at becoming a woman, although that one he deemed would have been harmless. I don't know how that ended up happening anyway. Just but yeah, they're just whenever someone's in a D-mail, something crazy happens. Or how now they're starting to be intertwined. How when Mohika sent her D-mail, everyone forgot about Mohika, but when Ruka sent his D-mail, now Ruka has some vague memory of meeting Mohika once.
It's getting messy. It's getting very messy.
Nah. It's wild. His ego too, bro. Just like she's going to find her dad. She can't find her dad. Like, he's like, wait, I'm not some. He mentioned that he did an alliteration, some metal plummet. Like, I'm Hoyin Kiyoma. Like, I will find you. Like,
it was kind of sweet though. What he said.
It was very sweet. It's sweet, but we know it's coming from a good place. But just for him to not even to make fun of it, to be like, oh no, fuck that, I will do what I want. I'm a scientist. I will challenge this head on, although I'm aware of the repercussion, although I'm aware that I'm gonna alter the past again. But it's for a good cause, you know. It's just trying to give a girl closure, or even reuniting her with her dad. Dude, the hate is so strong. Suzuha against Makise. And I'm sure they're gonna elaborate on that, right? Because it's like, what is it? And she did say, Christian, it's not something she's done yet. Like, bro. Oh.
Any theories? Any ideas?
Yeah,
what's going on with Suzuha?
Suzuha's from the future. I know. And yeah, in a future where, well, you know, like there's no more fresh food. There's oh my goodness, she's from a dystopian future. Yo, this is Silo, Apple TV. This is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 4 or 5. Oh my god. Christian, this is why she's never seen corn. In some future where the freaking galaxy is blown away, she's on some ship. She's never seen fireworks. Yo. Christian, no. Haven't done yet tells me, right, you know, you're not clairvoyant, you just know of the fucking future. You've been there. How do I think you've been there? Based off your reaction to current things in the present that people should all be familiar with, like corn, like fireworks, like soup.
But if that's the case, why would she be here? What could she be doing? Like, what could it be her goal?
Well, she says she's on a mission to find her dad, which, again, someone who's going by the same last name as Teeter, the alias, like, what is this? Is John's brother? What is this?
Yeah, what was the username? It was,
something Teeter. Yeah, like, what? Girl, what are you doing? Yeah, there's a lot. It's actually, it's not a lot. It's going very nicely. It's not too, there's not a bunch of things crammed in there. But I'm loving the fucking erosion of his goofiness. Because he has to take this seriously now. Like, although he laughs every now and then, but like, this is actually, we are tampering with time constantly.
And he's getting threatening text messages.
Right. I'm watching it.
You know, when I first watched it.
I know, Jason.
Well, more like, the first thought that came in my head was like, wait a minute, is somebody also traveling with him? Are they following him through each of these world lines? That's what I thought. Now, like, when I remember when I first saw it. That's creepy. Like, what are you watching it for? Like, who's watching?
In Flash, whenever Flash travels to the Speed Force. Yes, and whenever he switch realities or some shit, or switch world, there are timekeepers put in place to forbid such thing. Like, so they go after him to basically try to kill him, pretty much, because you're not supposed to be doing that.
I'm wondering if in Deadpool too, right? Isn't that the plot?
Deadpool.
Of, like, the second one?
No, the second one is a rip-off of Looper. I'm the only one who thinks that. And yeah, I remember the second one vividly because I watched Looper before it. You never watched Looper? No? I told you to watch it, you never did. If you remember Deadpool number 2, which it might be based off the comic books of Deadpool, but it might not be a rip-off, but I've seen Looper, and that was way too close. And I love Looper. I love that movie. That movie's in my top 20. But no, that wasn't the plot for the second one. The second one is some kid, Christian. The second one is some kid who is going to end up being very bad. So for that reason, the guy that the kid kills, which is literally Looper, but it is what it is. Bruce Willis, anyone who's listening to this, check out Looper. It's a sick-ass fucking movie.
Oh, no, it was the Wolverine one. Because there was a bunch of different Wolverines, right? But
there was that's the one with Deadpool and Wolverine. The Deadpool and Wolverine is Deadpool 3, but there weren't people to keep them in time. Like, there was just a bunch of different versions of Deadpool.
Who was the group that came to tell Deadpool? There was like this group of people that were like,
the TVA. Yes. From Loki. You're right. Yes.
Yeah, those people.
Yes, the Time Variant Authority. Yes. You're right. That's my boy Tom from Succession. Oof, boy came out on top. Crazy shit. Okay, Christian, you're making sense now. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Look at you, man. I'm watching Marvel movies.
Oh, no.
Yes, this is true. Yeah, or I thought it was himself, actually. Yeah, because I thought maybe as he's doing this, creating so many world lines, another himself is also creating world lines, and they're colliding.
That's dark matter.
that's dark matter. Nah, it is, yeah, man, some crazy stuff's happening. Wild. He said balls or not, I'd hit that. Oh my god. Wild. Yeah, it's, I can't think of anything because it's 3 episodes, right? It's been a while since we've lumped them.
That was the main stuff.
Yeah, that was actually pretty much the main stuff. In the beginning of episode 8, when Makise said if she had the choice, she wouldn't do it because it'd be unfair to change the past. And I love her reasoning because those things that she's done, she already did them and they're hers. Like, it would. And that's exactly what's happening to him, right? Because his memories, Christian, imagine any milestones you've achieved as a youth or even a week ago. His group no longer remembers that.
Yeah.
Because he's another. He's another. He doesn't know what Okarin he is. Yes, Christian. And speaking of all these changes, the soup that they're making. What if in this world line, that's what's good? Like, he when he got into the apartment, he's like, "What nonsense is this? I've never seen apple and with vegetables and some. Like, what if in this world line, that's the thing."
Yeah. That's what's so creepy about his scenario. It's like, there could be countless things, even no matter how small they are, that could have drastically changed, but you just wouldn't know.
Yeah, because it didn't look like this was to piss him off. Like, Makise just kept cooking.
She could also just be a bad cook.
That's true. Homegirl Suzuha did tell us later on that pie was to end the party, but the Rukas came through. Bro, Ruka, the small boob, and the Mayuri's like, it's okay, small boobs will get a turn, or some shit.
Yeah,
small boobs will grow. Oh, we get it, Christian. We know you agree. Oh, my God, we know, Christian. Yes, it's just 8 cups alone. That's it. Beer under. Jesus Christ. Never change, Christian. Never change.
Hey,
wild.
I love him.
This is true. Yeah. Little boobs need love too, I guess. Oh man. I really don't think. Man. This wasn't done smoothly. That is about it. I'll do this better next time because I didn't like how this was done.
Which part?
No, like I don't like how I conducted going through these 3 episodes. It was very choppy. There was a bunch of sexual talk, which I'm trying to stray away from because
Yeah.
It is what it is. Anyway, you're a fucking chief editor. You do what you got to do. Oh, announcement. I don't know if this to be announced. We got a fucking new logo coming out. Hooray!
I don't think anyone cares, but yes.
Yeah, actually, nobody gives a fuck. It is what it is. Yes, we need to shout out to the guy himself, the man who made this possible, Mr. Jean Santiago. Yes, that's a fucking French accent, but homeboy's Haitian, as all of us. So is Pierre Laguerre, Rich Gang. But yeah, anyway, homeboy made us a fucking sick ass logo, adding a microphone in it, and we fucking appreciate that. But yeah, it is what it is. I don't have anything else to say, Christian. What else do you have? All right, it's been real. I'm going to sleep.
All right.